Well, so it's the orange team, the orange army, Sunrisers Hyderabad, the runners up from the last season. And I mean, they probably set a new benchmark for playing T20 last year. 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 287. I mean, they were scoring these runs for fun. And this year, I mean, it's been just the opposite. The batting almost clicked too late. Maybe it was the last game and the first game. I mean, the first and the last game were the games where they showed what they can do, but that promise just remained a promise. It never became a reality. Between those two games, I mean, it was an utter flop show from the Sunrise Hyderabad. Be it their batting, their main batters, a few of the retentions like Travis 8, Abhishek Sharma, Heinrich Klaassen, didn't have a good season like 2024. They were hot and cold throughout. Nitish Kumar Reddy was a shocker, to be honest. Pat Cummins' captaincy had so many questions, and there were quite a few other issues like Mohammad Shami and co. Let's have a discussion with Shubhadeep. So I would first like to ask you about Nitish Kumar Reddy. When we were making that preview, we spoke about it that he is now someone who has played up for so many games for India. And then when he scored that 100 in the test format, we thought that he's got that exposure. He will do even better than last year. And this year, he just couldn't find his feet.
Yeah, I'm not a happy man to be honest because I have so much belief on that one guy, Ritesh Kumar Reddy. I think he is the future of Indian cricket, as I've said many times. But to see him, not to say he has failed in T20, but he hasn't done, hasn't really touched the expectation as most of us, did at the start of the season. He hasn't bowled a lot. I would say has bowled. I think just a touch in the entire season. Hasn't batted enough. Hasn't had the power to just cross the boundary. That is another issue in T20 because you don't have the power these days. You're not a good player in T20 format. And along with him, I think not many predicted Sunrisers would struggle a lot in the batting lineup, but I think that this season has given you another example that T20 is not only smash, 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 smash. You have to sometimes take your time and see do what the opposition or what the surface is doing. Rajiv Gandhi Stadium is the surface is also an issue. Some of the surfaces are very low and slow. It doesn't really qualify for the batting Sunrisers Hyderabad was doing. And then, as you mentioned, Mohammad Shami, oh man, he was coming back from injury. He has a good Champions Trophy, but since then he hasn't done anything. I don't remember any
Yeah, and
drop, any bowling.
the game that comes to my mind was the Punjab game. I think it was in
Yeah,
Hyderabad only where Abhishek scored that 100, and he was just brutally smashed by Stoinis in that last over. He
four sixes, right?
considered
That's what it,
74 or something of that sort in the 4 overs.
yeah, so that four sixes, I think 4, 5 sixes in the last over he went for. I think 5 sixes he went for last over against Marcus Stoinis, and that was a bit of a pin on the skin because that was his last game, I guess. I'm not sure whether
I
that
know.
was
I
the
think he
last game of him.
played a couple after that. He played one against CSK. I remember him, but
Okay,
he
okay,
was
okay.
nowhere near the Shami,
No,
which
yeah,
was
yeah.
playing for Gujarat.
That is another issue.
And the
Also,
bowling, I think the bowling had some issues, particularly the spin attack, because the spin
yeah.
attack was something which made them suffer last year also. They played so many spinners, but none satisfied them. Then they went for Adam Zampa and Rahul Chah, two experienced leggies this time. Zampa played
My
just two
issue is
games. Rahul
why
played
didn't
just
they
one
play
game.
Rahul? That is my issue. Why didn't they play Rahul Chah?
Yeah,
Rahul
so
Chah is
Rahul
a
Chah
good
was
bowler.
someone who was donning the Indian jersey. If you go back
And he
three,
was
four
doing
years.
continuously well for the Mumbai Indians. Mumbai has used him pretty well, or used him pretty well in the last
And this year,
season.
I mean, guys like Zishan Ansari, Harsh Dubey, they were getting games, but Rahul got only one game. So
Decent
that's
Ansari,
something which makes me
yeah,
doubt about his current form. Is he bowling that bad in the nets? So that really makes me think. Adam Zampa played
Ishan,
just two games; they didn't play him again. So
yeah.
I think the rest of the pace bowlers did decent. Pat Cummins was good in quite a few games in the power play. Then he came back, bowled those overs at the back end. Harshal Patel was very good.
Yeah.
I think Asian Malinga was a revelation because the way he bowled, I remember that RCB game, the way he bowled those death overs, those Yorkers and the slow deliveries, he was very good with that action. Unatkat was decent enough. So I think they were pretty promising. And the batting, if I speak of the positives, the main name that comes to my mind is Aniket Verma.
Ajit
His,
Verma, yeah.
his
He
knock
was
against Delhi
expected.
when they lost 4 or 5 wickets and the way he kept on bang, 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 bang against the
Yeah.
spinners in particular. So
Someone
that was
who
something.
hasn't even played for Madhya Pradesh in T20 format, in a
Yes.
domestic format, that's excellent maturity, excellent exposure, excellent power. He has the power, as I said, that is Nitish is lacking at the moment. The power in T20. Aniket has shown how to do that. Aniket has shown the maturity at such a such a low age, I'd say, and at such a young age, I'd say, and then Ishan Kishan, I don't know where to put him, where to put him in the positive, where to put him in negative.
Yeah,
He has that,
Ishan Kishan's season was much like SRH's season.
yeah,
Started well,
two
ended
ends.
well,
Yeah,
and then
two
nothing in
ends was
between.
great. It felt like a house. You're building a house. Your base is concreted. Your roof is concrete. In the middle, you have to put no bricks in the entire
And I
house.
mean,
So that is the issue.
Ishan's season throughout was such a painful thing because it wasn't like he was just not getting the runs. He was wasting
Yeah,
deliveries. He couldn't
he
get those
wasn't.
big hits
He was
going.
getting starts. He wasn't just converting it or converting into a good
He was getting
big
stuck in the
score.
middle, so that was even more painful to watch considering the 100 he scored and then the 93 he scored in against RCB. So, I mean,
Also, Travis
Ishan
said,
Kishan,
I also said Travis said didn't have a great season. I think he scored runs, but all the games he scored runs was out of no mean for Sunrisers. In those occasions where they needed to score runs, Travis said wasn't good. Remember that game in Wankhede in Mumbai? He was so slow.
so
He was so slow, and then he
yeah, he
got out
just couldn't get going.
just
I
a
think
break.
he even got out to a no ball or something, and even
Yeah,
after
that is
that,
the
he just
issue.
couldn't convert that.
Two positives. I always one man. Abhishek Sharma is always has grown, just evolved to what he did in the last season. Henry Klassen, games, patches he has done well. Um, Negative, I won't say negative, but Pat Cummins' captaincy. I think he wasn't brutal enough or aggressive enough in some of his decisions in the patches of the game. Um, some of the positions where he needed to take the game a bit of a deep with a few variations of his captaincy. As I always say, T20 is one of the things where the captaincy always matters a lot. In the shortest format, the game has evolved to a position where you need the captains to do something that the others haven't done. That's why you always think that you actually can't form a 11 in a T20 and pick a captain. You have to have a settled and slotted captain in a T20 side that will have the earn the success to do well in a campaign. And Pat Cummins has done it in the last season or did it in the last season, but it hasn't been up to the mark in this year. So I won't say
So
Sunrise have a lot of work to do. They are not a
yeah,
side that have
I
a
think
lot
their
of work to
main
do.
work revolves around the bowling, getting a
Yeah, that
good
is it.
spinner, maybe getting a few power play bowlers. I think Shami,
Indian bowlers.
Simarjit, none worked. They need someone to bowl alongside Cummins in the power play. And that batting, I still think, I mean, the last game they showed what they can do. So that batting has the potential. It just didn't click, which is something you can't help in the auction. So I think that batting is good enough. It just needs to click in the next season. Is the bowling which they need to sort out a bit. Well,
Yeah.
if you're new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and please share our videos and shorts with as many friends as possible. Till then, cheers, goodbye.